Hey, everybody. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you all in a month of Sundays, as my grandmother used to say. I'm not even sure I fully understand what that means, but somehow it's a saying that I use a lot. It's great to see you. Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. Always love it when you're here. I've been on vacation with my family for the last few days, so that's why we didn't do a Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live, live stream on Tuesday because I was with the family. But Kylie and I came back tonight and here we are. And it's July 31st. What happened? I feel like summer is going by just like this. Hi, Mary and Mary. Thanks for being here. Kylie is here. She's going to be in the chat. Hi, Jan. Hi, Lynn. She'll be in the chat, but she's also going to be doing a Kylie cam tonight with a lot of our Christmas decor. So, yes, it's the end of July. Yes, that means we're wrapping up Christmas in July today and end of day tomorrow. Since we decided to do this Facebook Live on July 31st, and I know a lot of people watch the replay in the morning, I didn't want people to miss out on those price opportunities. So we're going to carry the price until the end of the day, August 1st. So end of day Friday. Hi, everybody jumping in. So good to see you. Hi, everybody. We're going to keep the prices till the end of the day on Friday at midnight heading into Saturday. So what are some of those offers? I'm just going to throw them out real quickly. We have new product to show you. And Jen from Power Beads is here. We're going to start with Jen because we do have some really nice special offers, Christmas and July offers from Jen on some of her beautiful themed items, but also on some really beautiful new sort of very spiritual and close to Jen's heart pieces as well, which are great for gift shopping. So I want to make sure you all are like in the loop there as far as the sale prices that we're doing and what's available. So real quickly, like I'm going to do a quick little overview here for you on what we have. So if you are interested, I'm looking over on the Just Jill website here just to make sure I keep everything straight because as we know, sometimes my brain is a little crazy. So what do we have for you? So my grandma's coffee cakes are on sale right now. They are on sale for $44. Now, remember, we carry at Just Jill the huge 3.1 pound size. That's not the size that's in your grocery store that you write to me and tell me you can find for $15. This is the largest size cake that they make. And I will tell you that $44 price on sale, which can give you about, my grandma says 26 slices. I say probably more like 22 for sizes. I like them just a little bit bigger because they're so good. In fact, like here's the delicious chocolate chip. Look at the chocolate chip there and the cinnamon sugar and chocolate chip in there. It's so good. So all my grandma's flavors, $44. Here's what I can tell you. We do put my grandma's on sale at different times of the year, but I don't think we're going to be able to do any type of a sale price as low as 44 again. That's just from my grandma's costs and their things. So you can keep these in your freezer for up to a year. That's huge. You don't have to eat the whole thing at once. So cut it into quarters and save a little bit. They're great this time of year when it's been so hot and muggy, and who wants to bake a cake? So have these in your freezer ready to bring out. The samples that I show you, by the way, are samples that have been frozen for months. So we just bring them out a few hours before the show. I cut a couple pieces. I put the rest of the cake back in, and then I pull it out the next time we go. So there's cinnamon walnut, blueberries, one of my favorites. The cinnamon walnut, another favorite. There's a harvest apple, but a couple of flavors are seasonal. And so if you want the chocolate Ted Williams, which is a sour cream chocolate cake with chocolate chips, you're welcome. If you want that particular cake, that's a seasonal flavor. It will be going away. Lemon poppy seed coffee cake going away. Another one of the chocolate chip flavors going away. So if you want any of them and you want to make sure you have them and you want to get them from us at the best price, remember shipping and handling is included in that price. Stock up on those. Buy an extra, put it in your freezer. You won't be sorry. Price on those goes up August 1st. We also have our delicious kiffles. So we have a couple of specials on kiffles right now. If you don't know what a kiffle is, it's these incredible European pastries that have these real fruit centers. There's one set called Jill's Favorites. It's half raspberry. So you get 15 raspberry kiffles and then you get 15 apricot kiffles. So I love the fruit flavors the best. So that's why it's my favorite. We also are doing a special on the 30 European pastry tin. That gives you kiffles. It gives you, I know I'm making Jen hungry here, showing all these good things. These delicious, look at these huge oversized raspberry thumbprint cookies, but this is a delicious buttery almond cookie with a vanilla glaze. You get some of these delicious almond shortbread cookies with the powdered sugar. And then you get these little things that are called nut tossies. These things will knock you off your keister. They are so good. And it's this delicious pastry. And then on the inside, it's like brown sugar and nuts, and they are phenomenal. And they come in a little gift tin, and we have a great sale price on that. In fact, our sale price is less than what you'll pay if you order from Kiffles directly, because shipping and handling is included. And so look at that. And yes, you can put these in your freezer for 6 months. So if you wanted to order this and just have it on standby, or again, we're in that season where you're invited over to somebody's patio to sit outside, oh, come over and watch the sunset, or, come spend a day or a weekend with us down at our beach house. What are you going to bring? Bring dessert in these kiffle tins, and there's nothing in here that gets all melty and sticky, but they're also nice for you because you can pull them out. It's like you made a trip to a European bakery, and they're made right here in Pennsylvania. So many of you know Nick from the Kiffles, but I love that in working with the Kiffle Kitchen Bakery, they're the largest producer of Kiffles in the country. Theirs are the best. I've tried others. They're so light. Like the pastry is not heavy doughy. It's so flaky, so light, just a little sweet. And then that fruit center. I might have had like 3 of them when I was getting, 4, when I was getting the plates ready for the show tonight. Maria, right? The Kiffles are so good. So amazing. So check those out. Coffee cakes, 20%, or no, coffee cakes, $44. Kiffles, all on sale. Then some of our 20% offers that we have right now, 20% off all Polish pottery. Again, be thinking about gift giving. And we have a really nice price assortment right now where a lot of the pieces are $100 or less. So then when you take that 20% off, you're in this incredible price point. So check those out. Be sure to check out our Lolita glasses. Remember, one Lolita glass is $36, but if you buy 2, we take $6 off both glasses. So now they're $30 per glass, and you can do any combo of patterns that you'd like. So that's another special offer that we have for you. All of our flameless candles and candlesticks. If you buy more than one, we take 10% off your order. That's huge. If you love our flameless candles, you can stock up and save. Am I forgetting anything else, Kylie? Oh, the Lumi domes, buy more than one, save 10% off. So we have a lot of great sale offers for you right now. Another sale offer. I am wearing one of our Just Jill wraps, and this is the one that we kind of call our holiday wrap because it's done in this beautiful red, black, and just a little bit of like a washed soft white in the plaid itself. Now, unlike our perfect wraps, this one is a little bit softer in that it's a little bit more cashmere-like in its feel. It has a little bit of a nap to it like flannel does, but it's not something that gets overly crazy fuzzy. The original one we did in this was 2 years ago, and it sold out. Like I did one picture of me wearing it and you all went crazy for it. These are normally $49. We have this on sale for $39. So that's sort of a little holiday special. It's a great gift item. It's a one size fits most. It goes up to a 1X. That's just the way they do their sizing. It also, I think this is so cute and sporty, it even has a little hood. So really cute. I wear these instead of a jean jacket. My favorite way to wear these plaid ones is usually just, like even a long sleeve t-shirt, a turtleneck, a nice slimmer pair of pants. Can be anything from a legging to a ponte knit pant to a slimmer jean. I like to do a fun pair of boots, and then I just throw the wrap on with some great jewelry. And I find that it serves me really well. It's great for travel. It's great if you get a little bit chilly wherever you are. It's great to take to the movies. I even have a couple of these down at our beach house so that if we go out on the boat in the evening and people get a little chilly, I'm just like, here, just wrap yourself up. And it's like wrapping yourself up in something that's so lightweight and lovely. Wait, Lisa, I have the navy plaid wrap, so soft and washes beautifully. Yes, thank you, Lisa. That's another point I always forget to talk about is I'm not going to bring you any type of clothing item that can't be washed. Like that's just not my life. So I try to bring in what I want, and hopefully it's what you want too. So I'll just stand up. I don't know if you'll get a full picture of the size. It's kind of hard, isn't it? But there are pictures of me wearing this over on the website. It has a little bit of fringe. And what I like about them is it doesn't swallow you up. You can throw it here, put a little Christmas brooch or just a pretty, sparkly pin. It's very chic. It's very stylish, and it doesn't swallow you up. That was the big thing for me because I have some wraps, and it's like I hold out my arms and it's like nothing but fabric everywhere. This gives you a little bit of coverage across your bottom, and you just feel like it's an easy thing to put on, and you feel like you have just a little bit of style. So check these out. When these are gone, they're gone because we were able to bring these in at a really good price point. And it's a beautiful shade of red with the black, and black velvet is really back. So think about even this with a pretty velvet pant, a sequin pant, a simple tank for holiday. Like that could be a really fun new outfit that would be easy to work with. So check this out. I'm going to wear it for the show because I like it. And I think it's pretty, and you can play with it and just have fun with it. So check that out over at Just Jill. All right, let's talk about real quickly some beautiful things from Power Beads by Jen. So we have a specific Christmas collection that we brought in from Jen. They're all on sale for $39. So amazing price point. I'm going to bring Jen in. If you've never met Jen before, we're going to have so much fun, and we have so many fun new styles to share with you. So let me bring her to the stage. There she is. Hi, Jen.
Hi, happy Christmas in July, or Merry Christmas in July.
Yeah, for the last day. We snuck you in at the last minute here.
Oh, I can't believe that it's going to be August tomorrow.
I know.
Like,
And you and
what
I were
happened?
talking about like our sons are going back to college, and it's a whole new different phase of life, isn't it, Jen?
It is. It's going way, way too fast.
I know. Well, as always, thanks for making time to be here, and I'm excited to talk with you about some of the new things, plus some of the old favorites. Like I had to throw in the little peppermint candy because I love that one so much, especially with the red wrap.
Yes.
It looks cute. But we have some new things from you. We have these new pave micro beads. We have a new version of our snowflake. All of our entire Christmas assortment from Jen, new and existing, on sale for $39. But before we jump in, Jen, for people who maybe have never spent time with you before, can you just give like a little quick snippet around sort of your whole philosophy with your company, your jewelry, what you're really trying to create for people to wear?
Absolutely. So Power Beads by Jen is all about positivity. It's wearing jewelry with meaning. So the jewelry itself will come with a tag that tells you exactly the property of the stone. So that it might be strength, it might be courage, it might be protection. So there's stones that mean something, but also the metals mean something. So maybe it is that beautiful little snowflake that reminds you, of that great winter vacation that you took with your family, or your special place that you like to go to, or walking your pups in the snow. So Power beads are about wearing something on your wrist that makes you smile.
Yeah.
There's jewelry out there everywhere, right? But you want to wear something that you look at during the day when you may not be having your best moment, that go, you know what? Everything's going to be okay. Or, wow, that was a really good time. Or that reminds me of, my first baby, or whatever that is, that's your happy bucket moment. that's what power beads are. I always call them wrist reminders because
Yeah.
they're really wrist reminders, truly, that everything's going to be good. And you know
Yeah.
what? How fun and playful is this holiday collection? I mean, there's just like, look, first of all, you and I are Christmas twins. Look at this. You've got the red, I've got the green. But we've brought so many beautiful traditional icons that I'm
Yeah.
absolutely wild about. So fun. You know, I remember my mom wearing jewelry like this, my grandmother wearing jewelry like this that I would wear and I would play with. And now
Yeah.
it's me. And I
Yeah.
it just makes me so happy because not only am I making memories, like maybe it is making the gingerbread house with my children, you know,
Mhm.
with that little peppermint, you know, but it's wearing these special beads, these special metals and stones and little fun, little playful items as well that just bring you joy.
Well, let's talk about some of these new little micro pave pieces because those are kind of new and I know they've been
Yes,
really popular for you. We have two different colors. So we have this beautiful green, which looks like malachite, but it's actually an agate.
it is. It's an agate. It's rich, rich green. As you can tell, it has a little bit of light green, a little bit of dark green. I mean, such a beautiful, like playful. It's, you know, it's not a solid color.
Yeah.
So that way, this is going to marry with many different things in your closet. Now, the micro pave, what is a micro pave? I know you're going to be able to describe it like 8,000 times better than me, but they're inset stones, thus the name pave. So it's not going to catch on anything.
Yeah.
They're very sparkly. These are absolutely stunning. Now, the one Jill has, it has a silver pave on that beautiful iridescent blue agate. And I have
Beautiful.
that green, and we paired the green with the gold micro pave. And I don't know if you can see her too well in this bright light. I apologize. But this is just this perfect little blend of gold. She's modest. I wouldn't call her overly sparkly. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of my girlfriends are not like big va va voom sparkly people, and they love the little micro pave because it just adds a little hint of interest, of holiday, of fun, of
Yeah.
festivity, getting together with all your besties, you know, making those moments. And you know what? The other thing, Jill, is you don't have to be going somewhere to wear power beads.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, I'll put these on to just start that vacuum going around and chasing my dog, which he does not enjoy. But, you know, it's about wearing things that make you happy. So who cares if
Yeah.
you're going anywhere, you
Yeah.
know? So I love the micro pave, and I know you can probably describe it like millions of times better than I.
Well, I mean, the thing with micropave is because the stones are so small and set with such precision, they use a microscope. That's where the whole micropave came from, is because it's set using a microscope so that they can really see up close the stone setter and can set it so that everyone is exactly where it's supposed to be, and it's setting them really close together so that the prongs kind of disappear, and all you see is just this beautiful kind of shimmer and sparkle going all the way
Mhm.
around. So I love how you described it, because while it does have that little touch, it is kind of
Mhm.
quiet. It's just
Mhm.
like this little elegant extra that you're
Mhm.
getting as you're looking at it. And these are back to the 10 millimeter size beads, right? These are the power
Yes.
bead petite size.
Yes, these are
So
the petite size. So layerable too.
yes, absolutely. Our sizes, just so you know, everybody, are a small, average, and large. Small is if you have a very small wrist, like you normally would need like an extra small in another bracelet line. If you have like a 6 or 6.25 inch wrist, you're probably going to want to do the small. The average is going to be more like 6.75 to 7.25 inch fit. And then the large is more like a 7.5 to an 8 inch fit. Remember that these roll on, okay? They're stretch bracelets, but all genuine natural of origin stone. They roll on, roll off. So many of you collect these. It's so fun, Jen, whenever we put new ones up on the site. Like we have, they're like eagle eye shoppers. They know
Yes.
they know when the new ones are there, and all of a sudden I'll look and be like, oh, what are people ordering today? Oh my gosh, that person ordered 4 new Power Beads. They have all of them
Yes.
because people love them. So 2 in the micro pave, right, which is the
Mhm.
green and the blue. Our snowflake is this beautiful shimmery kind of an icy blue agate. I'm not sure what the actual name is, Jen. You can correct me there. But I love it with the white snowflake. And I think that's one of my favorites because I think the snowflake is perfect. And I love just the frosty blue of that.
I do. And I love that because this really takes you not only through the holidays, January, February, March. I
Yes.
mean, let's face it, it's going to be cold for some time. And the little
Look at those
snowflake,
two
she's
together.
just, oh, I love that. That's just like icy. That,
Isn't
you know
that
what
a
that
great
reminds me of,
combo?
Jill? That reminds me of the tinsel that we used to hang on the tree that was probably highly flammable. But
Yes.
remember that we would string it up and it was just so hard to get down, but man, was it beautiful. And it
Yeah.
just caught all the light. Oh,
Those two are great together.
the iridescent plating on both of those stones is absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah, it's
It
beautiful.
just is just that little extra hint, that little glimmer of interest. And I just, oh, I'm absolutely crazy about the snowflake. Love, love,
If
love.
if you did the snowflake, the blue micro pave with the micro pave bead, and then even if you have the Just Jill Sodalite heart in the silver, like those 3 blues together would be so nice together. It's like very
Mhm.
denim friendly, very easy to wear, but you still have that sparkle. And then which one do you have there with the pearl?
So I have this is like
Oh,
this
this is our
one we had
bell.
last year, and it was
Mhm.
a massive hit. We sold out of this like quick, quick, quick. This is a multicolor mother of pearl, and
Yeah,
she has this beautiful little bell on it, which I love. But look at that with that icy blue.
that's pretty.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
like that.
wow. I mean, that just says
Great.
Christmas time is coming.
Love that.
New Year's. I mean, this is just so fun and festive. Love that. And the great thing about these bracelets too is that it's not even just about Christmas. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe we're celebrating other holidays. Maybe we're celebrating Kwanzaa. Maybe we're celebrating Hanukkah. These are great gifts to give all of your friends.
Yeah.
Just
Here's
and
our
teacher gifts.
another one of our little Christmas trees that we have. You could do that with the micro pave. We have this Christmas tree kind of off of that beautiful. Let me turn it that way. You can see it. There's that little Christmas tree. And then we also have these bead bracelets that you all love that have the little rondelles. And there it is with the sodalite. And then
So
is this
many options.
the macchiato? Is that what this is called?
Macchiato. I mean,
Yeah.
look at
Look at
this.
that.
If that's just not the perfect little macchiato on a
Well,
nice
brown is so
day.
big for fall. I mean,
Yes.
whether it's a tan, it's a chocolate brown, it's mocha,
Mhm.
like browns are
Yes.
everywhere. So just to have that for fall is awesome.
Oh, I just got back from market, Jill. Everything is brown.
Yeah,
Everything is chocolate brown, warm. I love it with all of this. I mean, just
like
look at
that.
that stack together. And,
It's great.
I just feel like these colors are so year round. So, I
Yes.
mean, honestly, the denim friendly sodalite, I mean, that's your stone. Whether you
Yeah.
have that with the Jill bracelet with the hammered heart, this would be
Yeah.
a perfect little accent. The macchiato, I wear neutrals year round. And then also this green, maybe green's your color,
Yeah.
maybe you're Irish. This is a great way to celebrate your heritage as well.
Well, I love, love, love these as accents to your existing charm bracelets because I think for people who want to wear several of your bracelets, they may not always want all the charms dangling down. So I love
Mhm.
that you can kind of nestle one into your stack with these rondelles and then these beautiful colors. So you kind of have your warm shades here with your browns. Then you have your like denim friendly neutral shades with the soda light with your blues, and then you have this kind of frosty green that looks like
So
jade.
pretty.
Really, it's so pretty. That's more neutral than I think a lot of people will
Mhm.
realize. When you get it at home, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I really can wear that with everything. So just love these, and these are all done in these petite sizes, correct, Jen?
Absolutely.
Everything we're showing is all the petites.
Mhm. They're all the 10 millimeter. And I wanted to point out too, see the variation in the stones. Your bracelet will not look like this one
Yeah.
because each one is unique and individual because they're natural stones. So you may have some that have a little bit more white. You may have some that have a little bit more of that denim-y dark blue, but
Yeah.
that's what makes it, I just think, so unique and wonderful. And I just absolutely love the character of it, that it's not all just solid, the same color bead.
Yeah. Remember, these are normally, we've been selling Power Beads by Jen since like some of our very first live streams with the Just Jill shop. And they're almost always $49. So the fact that you're getting these for $39 is an awesome sale price, everybody. So don't just think about what you want to wear for the holidays, but also think about these as gifts, because now's the time where you're really going to want to get them as gifts. And I love the variety that we have. Some that are sort of themed. We have some that are just sort of like the classic pretty bead bracelet that you put on. But then we also have some that are very spiritual. And I know that's so important to you, Jen, and really was the whole intention when you first started your company, was around these sort of very spiritual, religious medals, medallions, crosses, because that's such an important part of who you are as a person.
Absolutely. And, as I mentioned earlier, I believe these are talismans of positivity. To me, they're also talismans of my faith.
Mm.
So Jill has brought a couple of my, I think, most cherished pieces, and they both have the Blessed Mother on them. Now, whether you are a Catholic or not, it's kind of irrelevant. You know why? Because Mary is the mother of all, and she's
Mhm.
the mother of Jesus. And I tell you what, it's just, to me, wearing Mary, having the protection of Mary, I have her on my earrings, I have her on my bracelets, having her with me every day. She's my go-to. She's the one I talk to in the car. She's the one that I go to when I need a little something. She's a little something that I pray in gratitude to
Yeah.
Mary for all the blessings, all the good health, all the people she's brought to me, like Jill, the friendships. I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed. And that is exactly the heart of my company, is wearing things that mean something to you. And so my faith is something that means something to me. And I love that little mother of pearl medallion that
Yeah, that's really pretty.
it's so subtle. So it has the Blessed Mother on it, and it sees the rays of hope coming out of her hands. And I love this medal for so many reasons, not just because it's the icon of Our Lady, but I also love it because it's very subtle.
Yeah.
It looks like a beautiful little mother of pearl circle, maybe a little coin, but it's not. This is
Yeah.
a symbol of somebody I count on. So it's very subtle. So maybe your faith is something private, which I completely understand. This is something, as you can tell, it's not like glaring that that's what you're wearing.
Right.
It is a nice little private moment. We also have a true miraculous medal
Yeah.
that's
And
on.
what's this stone? I love the color of
Oh,
this.
I'm absolutely crazy about this. We call this Blessed Mother blue
Yeah.
agate. It's
Mm.
so cloudy looking, and I say that because there's a little bit of white, so it looks very ethereal, I think,
Yeah. Yes.
very light, very sweet. And I just think, to me, when I think of Mary, of course, I pair her with blue. So when
Mhm.
I see a beautiful, clear day and the skies open up and that beautiful Blessed Mother blue comes out, this is what it looks like
That's
to
it.
me.
Yeah, yeah, and I love the silver tone of that medallion too. I think that was a perfect choice there. You can kind of see those striations of white going through that beautiful blue, and then there's that beautiful medallion. And then there's
Jill, the
that.
other item I wanted to mention really quick
Yes.
is my cardinal.
Yes, let's
And
do.
I know you're like me. You love cardinals.
I
I have
do.
cardinals everywhere, and I truly believe in my heart that cardinals are symbols They are signs that your angels are there. They're
Yeah.
there. Okay. They are right there. And they are just tapping on your window. They are coming to greet you. They're, flying by, maybe when you're sitting out on the deck to say, hey, I'm here. I am
Yeah.
here. And those
Yeah.
are your angels. On the back. So Jill has the artisan cardinal, which I
Yes.
absolutely love. Mama drew that. I drew that one.
Yes. I love that.
I also drew our other cardinal that you're going to see online.
Yeah.
This is a little bit more of a, let's see if I can get it in the light correctly. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, I'm not so good at this, Jill.
Yeah.
There we
You know
are.
what? Yeah. Or just try
So
holding it like this, Jen.
yes. Okay. So he is more of a traditional looking cardinal. I also drew this gentleman because he is a
It's a
gentleman
little
because
more,
we know the boys are red.
yeah, it's a little more refined, I would say, right? Like
Yes.
this one is a little bit more sort of almost looks like it was stamped in wax or something, the
Yes.
way it was like a seal,
Hmm.
right? This one is a little bit more like what a coin would be with just the refinement of the artistry.
Exactly. And on the back, this is what gets me. It says, I'm always with you. Let me see
I
if I
love
can do
that.
this. Oh, I'm just terrible at this, Jill. It says, I'm always with you. And to
I love
me,
it.
that that makes me happy. I've lost somebody very significant recently, and the
Yeah.
cardinals are out. The cardinals
Uh-huh.
are out. So when I wear a cardinal, it just reminds me, I know he's close. He
Yeah,
is close.
yeah, yeah. And I think so many people have those stories
Mhm.
about, cardinals and what they mean and how they appear at the most random, but perhaps not so much random times, right?
Yes.
It's really, I think that's just another example of how in this world we live in and all the craziness that happens, there's so many symbols, aren't there, of ways we really are more alike than we are different. And I just wish
Yes.
sometimes the world would lean into that more. I wish that
It's
was the story that was reported.
I totally agree with
You
you.
know?
I wish we had a little bit more positivity, but that's the
Yeah.
good thing about these being on sale. You can have as much
Yeah.
positivity as you want. I love it. So think about your neighbors, think about your hostess
Yeah.
gifts. Don't forget about that CCD teacher. She's been through it. So
Yeah.
if she
Yeah,
had my
right.
children in her class, she's been through it. So it's a great time to pick these up. The prices on the Power Beats are not going to go any lower. I
Yeah.
wish they could. Unfortunately, with all the things going on in the world, I think everything unfortunately is going up.
Yeah.
But the Christmas collection, all of these new extra pieces that Jill has added in, I'm just so excited. I feel like every time you and I collaborate, we come up with just new and exciting ways to layer and just bring smiles.
Yeah, for sure. Before I let you go, can we talk about the charm bracelet real quick?
Oh my
Because
goodness. I
I would
almost
love
forgot.
I would
I've
love for
been,
you all to see this because this is another one that's on sale.
oh,
It fastens with a toggle closure, has these really pretty oval Rolo links, but these
mhm.
adorable charms. So there's a snowman that you can see there with little inlaid rhinestones. Then you have the cute little bell. So it's a red bell. Let's see, can I turn it that way? Yeah, red bell with the bow. Then look at Santa with the pearls.
I love him. He's new.
Then
That
we
I'm nuts. I'm nuts about
so
him.
cute. Then we have this enameled wreath. And
Mhm.
then finally down at the end, you have this adorable candy cane. So this is
I mean,
just darling.
it's just so playful. And again, like we mentioned in the very beginning, you know, it's about wearing those things that your kids are going to remember. They're going to
Yes.
remember that you had this on. The grandkids are going to want to wear this, at that special
So
meal.
fun. Yes. When you
I
go to the
love,
Christmas pageant or the cookie exchange or I mean all those things. My grandmother, man, my especially my grandma Bauer, she had magnificent jewelry, not fancy.
mhm.
She lived in the Southwest. That's where my love of turquoise came. She and my grandfather did a lot of mission work with their church. And so they would go to the Pueblos the Native American pueblos and, help teach school and, spread the word of God. And the only way that they could be reimbursed were gifts of jewelry. And
Oh,
so there, here are these beautiful handmade, turquoise rings and things that my grandmother had. But her style was very kitschy. I mean, when it was Halloween, she was wearing big earrings that looked like witches. When it was Christmas time, she would have on 5 different bracelets like this, and the pin, and the bell earrings, and probably wearing a sweater with jingle bells on it too.
I love that.
But when I see, but I think it was also a bit of the time, right? Like I
Mhm.
feel like in the 60s and the 70s, jewelry was this way to sort of express the fun and family and memories of these different occasions.
So true. It is so
Yeah.
true. And it's just part of the fabric of your family. I mean, look how
Yes.
you just illustrated that story and how
Yeah.
it you smiled when you were talking the whole time. That's
Yeah.
exactly what we're talking about. And,
Yeah.
I just think this is just another example of just something fun,
Yeah.
whimsy. And it's got this
Absolutely.
toggle clasp that you guys can see. You can put this on by yourself. It
Yeah.
doesn't have a lobster clasp or something that you're going to need, a little +1 to help. It just so easily goes on. Um, there are 2 sizes, and I know, Jill, you probably want to speak to those, to the sizes of the bracelets that you all carry in the braided toggle.
I'm going to look up the exact size right now. And there's a 7-inch length and an 8-inch length. The 7-inch will fit a 6 1/4 to a 6 3/4 inch wrist, and the 8 will fit a 7 1/4 to a 7 3/4 inch wrist. And there's already a review on that. I'm just going to read it real quick. It says, very nice. The charms are petite looking, which is nice since I'm giving it as a gift to my granddaughter.
Oh,
So, just, really sweet, great detail shots of it online too, everybody over at justjillshop.com. So check that out if you do have a second. You brought so many cool things to us this season, Jen. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. I mean, to me, it's embarrassing that this is my job. I get to play every single
What a
day. It's
great
like,
job. It's
I
a
know,
great
it's like a
job.
candy shop, and I get to just talk to like-minded, positive women like yourself, and I get to talk about my faith and love. And you know what? It's a beautiful thing. So thank you for
Oh,
having me.
well, we love you and we're so grateful for you. And thank you, as always, for being such a huge supporter of what we do here at Just Jill, because you were one of the first. You were one of the first vendors who said, sure, I'll let you sell my product on your shop. So, and we've had a lot of fun with a lot of bracelets over the last 4.5 years. So thank you so much.
I love it. Here's to 4.5 more.
All right, sounds good.
Take
Thanks,
care.
Jen. Talk to
Thank
you
you for having
soon.
me.
Okay, see ya. Bye. All right, everybody. So check out the holiday assortment that we have from Power Beads by Jen. Those bracelets are always $49. Right now, $10 off, $39. By the way, all the stringing of those beads is done right here in Chadds Ford, Pennsylvania. And all of the stones that Jen uses are natural of origin beads. So they're not plastic beads. They are genuine gemstone beads. And she really believes in the sort of lore and legends of the stones. How they've been revered through time for whatever it might be, for friendship, for loyalty, for power, for security, whatever it might be. So check those out over at justjillshop.com. And remember, all of our Christmas and July sale offers go away the end of the day, August 1st. Okay. I waited until the middle of the show, and I'm bummed that some people left this live stream, because do you all remember at the beginning of Christmas in July, we had the return of the Norfolk Pine garland? Do you all remember that? Let me just give you a little background. We had that item last year and we reordered it like 4 times because we kept selling out of it. So this year, when Bernadette and I were in Atlanta and we were working with this particular vendor, the company is Regency. They do a lot of work with Valerie Parhill, if you're a fan of QVC. And that's when I met Rich, the owner of the company, and really trust his quality. We used to do stuff for Your Home with Jill. So when we went to Atlanta this year, based on the success of that garland last year, Bernadette and I pretty much made the largest purchase that we had made in Just Jill history on those Norfolk Pine lit garlands. And we thought, okay, we're going to buy it deep, because whatever doesn't sell in Christmas in July, we'll still have it for the rest of the holiday season. Some people don't buy their stuff at Christmas in July. Okay. We sold out of what we bought for the entire year in 2 days. And I said, like, oh my gosh, you all, that's it. But guess what? I was able to go back to Rich, and we were able to bring in some more. And this really is probably going to be it, especially at this price. That was the whole thing. We brought it to you in Christmas in July, and we put it out there at just $1 higher than last year. And yes, these are items that are affected by the tariffs. And we didn't take a markup, but for $1. Okay. So last year we had them at $59. This year for Christmas in July, they're $60. I'll be completely transparent. If you want to get it at $60, I have 80 of them left. And here it is. And when these are gone, you won't see these at $60 again. We can't continue to do it at that price. Like, it was my Christmas in July gift to you. So here it is. This is the famous Norfolk Pine garland that we thought we were going to have enough of. I went back to Rich and I said, is there any way I could just bring in a little bit more for Christmas in July? What can we do for price? Yeah, let's do it. We can still offer it at $60 until the end of the day tomorrow. If there's any left, or if we have any later in the season, we might be able to get some more, but they'll be back up at what the regular price would be, which would be $69. So what most of you did, you bought 2 of them, because they're 5 feet in length. They have 80 lights on them. They are on a timer. I can tell you, they were in and out so fast last year that we only had time to put up 1 review, but it was 5 stars. And people loved it. The quality is awesome. It's this drippy, natural touch. Okay. So it's the real touch look of these incredible Norfolk garland. And it's just fabulous. You can lay these flat. These are wired, so you can, let me just grab this one here. You can pull this out. Just be a little gingerly with it when you pull them out to separate them, okay? And then you have the lights that are all the way through. The whole thing with these garlands, everybody, is that you can use them by themselves, which I have to say, they've so grown on me. Like, this is kind of the only look of garland I want. But you could also put these on top of existing garlands. This is the kind of garland you can put on your mantle, and then some of the branches just kind of cascade down. That's why I think a lot of you also bought 2 of them, because the fullness of 2 of them together is really, really beautiful. So here they are. I didn't know we were going to be able to do it, but here, just in time for the last day of Christmas in July, really through August 1st, we can do our 5-foot Norfolk Pine real touch garland with 80 lights. They're the warm lights. They're wrapped around beautifully. These will ship out to you, by the way, the end of August. And by the way, anything else that we talk about tonight in terms of Christmas decor, our warehouse is closing for the next week. That basically means Bernadette's going on vacation. So Bernadette does all of the fulfillment for all of the Christmas decor. So when she gets back from vacation in a week or so, that's when she'll start going through all of your Christmas orders. So if the things that you order, so many of you are like, I can't believe how fast you ship. That's all Bernadette. She's incredible. I don't know how she does it. I don't know why she does it, frankly. I'm always like, it's okay. You could take a day or 2. She's like, I'm just getting them out. But in any event, so if you order anything from our Christmas in July that's decor oriented. It might take just a few days later than normal because Bernadette's going to be on vacation, but she's going to do her best to try to get everything out as quickly as she can. If you want the Norfolk Pine garland, if you want one, look how beautiful they are. And they're so pretty when they're on a table and you have them, spaced out properly. They just look fantastic. So if this is something that you'd like to check out, if you've missed it in the past, please make sure that you're picking yours up now because one, I'm not sure if we can get more. And if there are any left at the end of Christmas in July, the price on them will go up to $69, where right now you can get them for $60. Okay. So they're fabulous. They're beautiful. You'll want more than one if you can do it. I think that's what most people have done. Some of you ordered like 5 and 6 of these, not even kidding. Like that's part of the reason we sold out of them so quickly. Cause so many of you were like, I wanted them last year and I'm bummed I missed out. Here's the other thing. I have more items in this Norfolk Pine coming. So what you don't want to have happen is that when the sprigs come in, or we have a centerpiece for your flameless candles coming in, when those come in, you're going to be like, oh, I want a garland too, and they're gone. So get it while you can. Get it while we have it. I'm not kidding. We have 80 of them left that we were able to bring in extra and offer at the $60 price point, where last year they were $59. So yes, that's an item affected by tariffs. We didn't build that into our price for Christmas in July. We wanted to do something really exciting and cool and fun for you. So I hope you love them. Jeanette said, they are beautiful. I ordered one last year, loved it so much. I ordered a second one a few weeks ago. If you have other decorative pieces on your mantle, this simple, pretty garland complements it so well. Jeanette, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because I think, again, you got it at home. So you saw the quality, you saw the lights, you saw how pretty they are to work with. So I'm so glad you loved yours. I'm glad you got another. And do know we have the sprigs coming, like the long stems with lights. And we have a really pretty centerpiece that has a hole cut out in the middle that you can put a large flameless candle in. You could do smaller flameless candles. I think you're going to go bananas for it. That's coming up later in the season. Okay. So get yours, get yours, get yours. Okay, let me show you a couple new things. And we do have the Kylie cam, and here we are, Kylie. It's 8:48. All right, a couple brand new things quickly, because some of you are spying things. Okay, brand new. Last year, we offered this gorgeous tree, and it blew out. This year, they did a set. Oh my gosh, look how cute. And here's what I loved about this. I loved this group so much. We bought every piece in the collection last year. I think maybe the Santas, we might have a few of the Santas left. But look at here. So you have this beautiful tree with a little gold star. Look at the cardinals. But do you see what they did here on the inside? Like it's this beautiful carved poinsettia detail. Do you see that? So it alternates between the smooth and the texture with the glimmer. And so you not only get the larger tree, but you get the smaller tree too. So both of them in the same amount of detail. Look at that on the smaller as the larger. So both of those. Last year we only did a single. This year we brought it in and they had this cute little set, which I just think if you love cardinals, this could be out all winter long. It looks like forest trees. It could be Christmas trees if you decorate with reds and whites. If you have the snowmen that we did with this set, if you want to get the Santas, they're at justjillshop.com. So all of it is just amazing. Really nice weight, really great base. So they stay nice and steady and sturdy. So that is our beautiful duo, brand new. And they're also, I love this Santa. Oh my gosh, I love this Santa so much. Look at this fabulous, isn't he great? Oh my gosh, this woodland Santa. Spectacular. So he has, first of all, the carving on the face, amazing. Love that he has this bottle brush tree in one hand. He has a cardinal. Look at the detail in the cardinal. Look at even how the carving in the wings. On the other, he has this beautiful coat that looks like birch. Do you see that? Look how they did the knot holes on that. And then down the front, around the base, you have the texture of almost like pine cones for the fur. And then the accents there of the holly and the greenery. I love this so much. Carol said, I ordered your birch Santa today and 2 hours later it shipped. Amazing. Yeah, that's Bernadette. Okay. But remember, she's going on vacation, everybody. So you may not be getting things shipped in 2 hours for the next week. Okay. But I'm glad, Carol, you are going to love this birch Santa. You will love him. If you love woodland, if you love Santas, if you want to tie in some woods, if you want to do winter whites, if you want to use these trees, they look great with him. Look at that. So, I mean, he's just, and then, oh my gosh, if you're using, I know I have this all bunched up, but if you're using this and you mix it in, look at the Santa with the Norfolk Pine. Oh my gosh, so incredible. I love it so much. All right. I love him so much. He's like one of my new favorite pieces of the season. I love the mixed media. I love his face. I love the detail. He's awesome. Okay, so brand new. You haven't seen him all season. You haven't seen these. So jump on those. Again, you get both of them. And all the details on height, measurement, width, all of that, justjillshop.com. Okay, you'll find all of that. Also, these guys were new this season. They're very limited, so I said I would show them one more time. Look at these cute snow people. One holding a sign that says Merry Christmas. One says ho, ho, ho. Look at the texture on the sweater. Isn't that amazing? I love that. And his cute little top hat and his little stick arms. So if you want our little Santa duo, by the way, I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, the sparkle, Jill. When you get your things at home and you take them out for the first time, just give it a little brush off, okay? When it's traveled and it's rustled around inside the box or the styrofoam, that lifts some of the sparkle. And so when you take it out and it's all over you, you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to continue to be a mess. These pieces, Bernadette and I are really picky when we look at items, like in the showrooms, we test them, we touch them. So just give it a light brush when you take it out of your packaging. And then I think you'll find that they're just fine. Okay. And they keep the sparkle that you want, but it's not falling off all of the time either because you've brushed off the loose pieces. Okay. I love these two snow people. I think they're just darling. I love their sweaters. Look how cute they are. All right. So there's our little snow people. Brand new lantern. Now we have lots of our glitter lanterns, okay? This one, brand new. Your grandkids are going to love this one. Santa and the cardinal and the Christmas tree. Look how Santa is kneeling down in the snow. He has a little present. I can't tell if the cardinal delivered a present to him or he had a little present for the cardinal. I also love the size of this lantern. So many of you have told us you love these more petite sizes. Notice, nice and slim here. So it's not going to take up a lot of room. Love the detail, kind of the look of a darkened, I would say, sort of silver, like a darkened pewter almost. And then, of course, it's got the fan in there that's blowing the glitter. And then it has the lights too. These don't have timers, but they come with a little plug that you can put into, they have a USB on one end. So you just put it into one of your cubes that's plugged into your wall. And then if you want to use it that way, then you're not draining the batteries. But I love the scene on this one. We're always looking for cute new scenes. And there you can see you have Santa, the cardinal, and this really sweet winter scene. I like the vibrancy of the red there too. All right, so that's new. This was also new this season. The new cardinal duo. And I liked this one because it has the detail work of the greenery on the outside, but not one, but two cardinals. And this is done in kind of an antiqued gold. So there is that lantern. Some of you are asking over here, I've got something that nobody's seen yet. Brand new. You're seeing it for the first time. I didn't even want it to be on for the show. Are you ready? Are you ready? Everybody ready? Okay. Close your eyes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Look at this beautiful tree. Okay, do you see the colors? This is like one of Kylie's favorite items. Look how gorgeous this is. Go ahead. Let's see what happens. Ah! It's a light show and it ombres up. I know you can't, it's hard to see that. Maybe if I hold it a little closer, see how it's shimmering in there?
We have really good videos on the shop.
We have great videos over at justjillshop.com. Great videos on this. But it goes into the pinks, the purples, the blues, the greens. It shimmers all the way up to the top. It has this really beautiful base. And then when you turn it off, Kylie will turn our lights back on. When it's just sitting there during the daytime, it looks like it was almost cast in ice. I mean, the detail on that is really pretty. And then you have a star up at the top and a little bit of glitter down at the bottom. So you just run it on batteries. And again, you just turn it on and it rotates and gives you all those colors. I love it. Love it, love it. So many of you have some of our other Northern Lights trees and, you know, the Aurora Borealis trees. So this will fit right in. But the difference here is the way that it spins and rotates is just so pretty. All right. And Kylie, Cindy, I see your question, the number for the tree. Kylie will put the link up for you. We don't have item numbers here at Just Jill. That's QVC. We just give you links. And if you go to justjillshop.com on your computer, open up a different tab. This will be, or click the link that we've highlighted for you in the post. That'll take you right to the page that has this. So if you like this, we thought it was pretty fabulous. All right. And then also another tree we have for you back this year is this beautiful green glitter tree. And this one is so pretty because even look at that. That's what it looks like when it's not even lit up. Like, I don't even know why they had to put the light on in the inside because it's so pretty when it's just on your table. And I love that this is on this silver pedestal. I'll hold this up close so you can see the way it sparkles. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then when you turn it on, you just have that really beautiful glow. So that's another really gorgeous piece. Okay. All right, so there's that one. All right, how about if we do a little Kylie cam? Kylie, you ready? We do have angels, everybody, too. So our cardinal angels are on sale. Cardinal angels also go great if you wanted to do a winter scene with these trees, which I love. Also love the idea of doing the cardinal scene with the cardinal lantern. And then we also have these beautiful, oh my gosh, I just caught this idea. You could do these angels. Look at her wings. Isn't she beautiful? And then one has the pine cones, the other has berries, but look how it also can work with this Santa. So you could maybe do the angels on one end, all of your beautiful garland and trees, and then you could do your new birch Santa. I kind of love that idea. All right, we're going to do a Kylie cam. So I'm going to kind of control things while Kylie's camera is at work. So here are some fun things that are available from Just Jill Shop, starting with, okay, so that's our corner design. Many of you have seen that. So I'm showing it to you in my house, okay? So you have the version that has Santa with the reindeer, and then the other piece just fits in like a puzzle piece, and it has directions to the North Pole. And then Kylie, I'll come back to me for a second so you can move and show the other one. So there's a choice on this one of Santa and it doesn't always have to be over like open doorways. Here's Kylie. This is just over my coat closet. But see, it just fits over the molding. Isn't that cute? They used a laser to cut out the wood, and that says Merry Christmas. And then down the side, it has this beautiful kind of little lamppost. Isn't that cute? So as long as you have the width that'll fit that piece coming down, you can put those so many different places. Okay, let's have Kylie go over and we're going to show you our light ups. So what are light ups? Our light ups are these acrylic pieces that have the most adorable artwork. They come with a base. There are lights inside the base. Okay, this is also on a timer, 6-hour timer. So when you put it inside, just so you can see the difference, that's what it looks like by day. And then look what happens at night. And it stays on for 6 hours. So this one's one of my favorite. Like this This artwork, this Santa reminds me of the 70s when I grew up, and the things, the ornaments. I feel like I have this ornament, this Santa ornament. He's so cute. He's all done in red and white. I love all of the snowflakes. But this particular vendor did some new designs this year. So Kylie, I'm going to click her camera so that you can see those real quickly. Okay, so here we go. All right, so here's one of them. So this is that same Santa I was just showing you, but now it has the background of the trees and then has kind of this really pretty soft blue detail in the background, and it comes on a red base. So again, these are all a little vintagey, but I think that's what makes them so charming. This one, oh my gosh, I love it so much. Look how cute. Look how stinking cute this Santa is. Like, how can you not smile when you see him? I love the shape. I love the cutout. If you go in close, you can see he's holding a candy cane. He has some sprigs of holly. He has, like, you can almost hear him laughing. The artwork there is adorable. So he is so super cute. This is one of our new figurines. It's a set of 2. He's a little bit smaller than the Birch Santa we showed you before. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do Kylie's camera up close here so you can see it better. So there's that. And then Kylie, let's show the other pieces that are in that vintage light up group. The other ones with the other snowman and the reindeer. Can we show those? Yeah. So these are also part of that group, everybody. So if you like that vintage artwork, look how cute the reindeer is. That's this sweet little reindeer, a little fawn in front of a snow-capped tree. And then look at the snowman. I mean, if you're a snowman collector, look how cute that face is on that snowman. I love this artwork so much. And that's everything, isn't it? When the artwork speaks to you, it's like, oh my gosh. So look how cute. Look at the little reindeer, the little spots. And then on the snowman, he has a red scarf. He has this little sprig of holly on his hat. He has rosy cheeks. He's holding a candy cane. There's even a little red bird down in front. And those are all on a red base. And they're all on timers. So 6 hours on, 18 hours off. They don't take up a lot of room. So whether you have tons of Christmas decor, you will find room for those. Or if you are somebody who doesn't just have a lot of room for Christmas decor, that will fit in very small spaces. And then we also want to remind you, we have 2 signed pieces from Jim Shore that are available. And again, Jim signed these pieces only for Just Jill. So you won't find these elsewhere signed by Jim. So we do a limited collection of signed pieces from Jim. We have this wonderful snowman with the holly around the neck. He's holding this pine bough. He has a little bird there. He has a sash, and then this incredible like winter scene that's all been carved on the front. So you can really see the dimension and the detail of that piece. And then this piece will be signed by Jim on the back, not on the bottom, but on his back. There you can see. And Jim always makes sure to sign clearly and legibly so you know that it's an authentic signature and you can read who it is. And then we also did this gorgeous snowman. These are larger pieces. This has 2 cardinals holding that wreath. He has that beautiful, look at the detail on that. I mean, just look at the detail in his beard. He's holding up that birdhouse that has a little bit of sort of that Pennsylvania Dutch artwork to it. And then Santa's front is this sort of like starry night scene with the stars in the sky, the snowy trees, a little bit of that beautiful scroll work, and then that black and red buffalo check. And then look at his coat. This is the most beautiful detail. I mean, look at that. That was all carved originally by hand. The leaves and the floral details, fantastic. And this one will likely be signed on the bottom, on the underside. There you can see Jim Shore. Again, just signed a limited number for Just Jill only. So these are not pieces that are out in the marketplace that are signed by Jim. I was able to look at his assortment. I was able to choose the pieces I felt were very special and would be even more so if they were signed by Jim. So I'm really, really happy to have those pieces for you. So check out all of those pieces over at justjillshop.com. I'm going to remove Kylie, add myself back in there. Hi. And so those pieces are available. And last but not least, and I promise this will be the last thing, we are down to final quantities on our beautiful mercury glass candles from our friend candle maker Ed. Ed was able to find these beautiful mercury glass vessels. I even asked Bernadette today, are we going to be able to get more of those? And she said he can't bring these back in at this price. Oh, so what I have left is I have the silver mercury glass with Cozy Winter Cabin, one of our top selling fragrances. Cozy Winter Cabin is what you would start burning probably right after Thanksgiving, all the way through the winter season. It has notes of pine and orange and clove and wood and snow and fire, like all these incredible fragrances blended together in this beautiful 12-ounce vessel. It is a single wick candle. We use soy wax, so it's a clean burn. You're not going to have this black soot. The biggest thing is the first time you burn this candle, make sure you're home for a few hours and let it melt completely across the surface, side to side. You want it to be completely melted, because then when it cools, the next time that you go to burn it, it will burn that way again. If you blow out a candle before it's been allowed to completely melt across the surface, and this is really true whether it's our candles or anybody else's, it's going to tunnel. And you have so much precious fragrance and wax in here, you want all of it to melt down so it can give you a beautiful throw. Probably our prettiest gift candle we've created. There's only a few left. I ordered 2 of them before we started our live stream. Just because my name's on the company, I buy the product too. So I bought my 2 of the Cozy Winter Cabin in the silver. And as this burns down, the glow in this is beautiful. I think we literally have 1 left in the gold in the Christmas tree scent. So run, don't walk. And the offer is they are $49, but if you buy 2 of them, we'll take $3 off each candle and they become $46. Made in the USA, made to order, and these will ship out probably the end of August. So if you'd like these, the few that we have left, please make sure you get them. I think they're the prettiest vessel that we've done to date. All right, let me recap, okay? And then we'll say goodbye. My Grandma's Coffee Cakes, $44 on sale. Price goes up August 1st. Ross Simon's jewelry, all 20% off right now. Go check out Ross Simon's. Power Beads by Jen, Christmas collection, all bracelets in the Christmas collection, $39. That's $10 off her regular price. Polish pottery, made in Poland by the Rolls Royce of factories, all hand painted, dishwasher safe, microwave safe, oven safe, absolutely gorgeous, and really legacy pieces to have that you'll use and will pass down. Our entire Polish pottery collection is 20% off. Kles Bakery, get your kiffles, get those nut tossies, get that tin. Remember, you can put those in your freezer for 6 months. Those are on sale. So special sale pricing on the kiffle tin, on Jill's favorites, and on the seasonal flavors are strawberry, guava, mango. Which one am I forgetting? Guava, mango, strawberry, and maybe passion fruit are the 4 in that particular offer. And then candles. Buy more than one, we'll take $3 off each candle. Lolita, buy more than one, we take $6 off each glass. And then limited quantities. And last but not least, if you've wanted our gorgeous Norfolk Pine garland, 80 lights on a timer, absolutely fabulous. Our final quantity, get it before August 1st or by end of the day, August 1st, so you can get that $60 price point. If there are any left after that, then these prices will go up to $69, which frankly, for that garland is still a great price, especially out in the marketplace. But I'd rather save you the money and know that you got what you wanted, you have it, and we have more Norfolk Pine coming. Oh, don't forget these cute little pieces too. It's all at Just Jill Shop, everybody. I could have done a 5-hour show tonight. We have so many good things. So if you like the light ups, those are all under $40. Look at our different Christmas trees. So many of our Christmas items are, I will say, $60 or less, and that includes your shipping. And you're not paying shipping for 17 items, like you're not paying $5.50, $5.50, $5.50, $5.50 when you order multiple things. The shipping's included with everything, whether you order one thing or 10. So have fun picking out things for your beautiful home. Here's what I need you to know. We're taking next week off for a number of different reasons. I'm going on a family reunion, and Bernadette is on vacation. So no Facebook Live next week. But when we come back the following week, we kick off fall decorating. And yes, we do have things that are pumpkins. We have some great things for fall decor, more this year than we had last year. I'm really excited about that. So check out all of our special offers. Again, don't forget, if you buy more than one flameless candle, 10% off. If you buy a flameless candle and candlestick, 10% off. So there's some really good offers out there. The discounts will be taken at checkout, but stock up, have fun. Thank you for being here. And I'll be on QVC next week. I'll be sure to post my schedule with Jade Jewelry, and we'll be back for Just Jill Fall Decor coming up on, I think that'll be like the 12th. So I look forward to seeing you then. Don't forget the holiday wrap, also on special, and anything that you order decor-wise tonight. Remember that we're closing our warehouse for a week so Bernadette can go on vacation. So most of your items will ship that week of like August 12th and beyond. So just give us a little buffer, but we're excited for you to get the things that you've ordered from us this Christmas and July season. All right. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you soon. Take care. Good night.